YouTube, what the crap's going on? Heir of Carthage back in the legendary West Rome campaign. We're getting fairly close to being able to put together a push on Constantinople. It's time to end a turn. This is pretty much right where the live stream left off, so it should be in part 80 now. The Gaetulians killed the Maurians for me. That was perfect. Oh, the Visigoths. They're about to get theirs too. Now, they were right about one thing, that my strength was mighty. What they were wrong about was me joining with them. And they're looking pretty weak these days, too. The Alamans have gotten pretty beat up by the Huns. They were quite a bit stronger at one point. But I've never seen the Alamans or the Swabians really yet use any decent troops either. Which is kind of weird, because we're quite a long ways into the game. The Huns are kind of like the only ones fielding late-game troops against me. And that's just because the AI gives it to them. They don't actually have to recruit anything. Their stacks just spawn with all that stuff. Hurry up, Huns. Ain't got all day. Oh my goodness, hurry the crap up, Huns. How long of a turn in can you take? Okay, Attila's back. I see him right there. Let's see if we get the message stating he's mortal yet, which would be nice. I have killed and killed and killed and killed him at this point. Like I said, I think it's at least 5 times. The Gepids are fighting the Huns, which is hilarious because they're just weakening each other. Alright, finally made it through the turn in. Looks like the Huns failed there. Critical failed. Smallpox. Sweet. That's always good. Being sarcastic, it's really not good. Let's see. Need to build up that. Almost ready to build up the next thing there. Yep, still no message about Attila potentially being mortal. Like I said, not really sure how many times we're going to have to kill him to make him dead.
Ready for battle. Ready for battle. Ready for orders.
Drusus has a bunch of heavy onagers, but none of the other armies around here really do. Let's just go... First, let's try and hinder him. There we go. So he's pinned in place. I'm going to try and assassinate him, just see if I can get lucky. Yeah, we just wounded Attila again. So... that's good. Agent activities, that's what it was. Alright, yeah, so we knocked Attila out again. All the Hun stacks are kind of piled up right there. They're fine where they're at the moment. There's a couple of exceptions to that. I'm thinking about going down here and hitting the Gepids real hard while they're weak after their fight with the Huns. Because these guys also need to die. They are the ones in control of Constantinople. I need to get Drusus down here to take Constantinople. Okay, let's see here. Alright. Let's see who we have that can take his place. Savaria's got a level 4 veteran quarters, so I'm not really worried about it falling apart. So I want to go ahead and take Drusus, and I'm going to speed march him as quick as he can get down here to Serdica. Yeah, so I'm going to leave Svaria ungarrisoned. Let's see what the garrison looks like here. It's all these garrisons are fairly strong. I don't even know if Svaria would be any different. Yeah, a little bit better in terms of infantry, but I mean, we have very good garrisons all over the place, so the Huns could attack us, and they would bleed so much doing it that it wouldn't really hardly even be worth it for them. So that is exactly the way I like it. Huns getting screwed over. I'm going to go ahead and bump up to the carpentry workshop there so we can have a place to train more large onager. This army is almost ready to siege Constantinople. I'm going to move up to this border here, and the all-cav army can probably go ahead and move up here just a bit as well. Let's check out some of these other provinces, see if we're starting to get any settling of public order. Not yet, really. Need some fields in here. Got Corinth. I want to get up here and take Thessalonica. There are quite a lot of Visigoths around. Looks like they have 2 fleets of decent size. I'm going to bring this fleet around. So we'll need an army to help support them as well, and I've got that here with all these onager and then all the marines on my navy. We should be able to jack up the Visigoths pretty bad, and then their last city over here is Ephesus. We could go hit that and raise it and pretty much screw them over. That would be a good place to put them in. I'm going to try and assassinate this Gepid veteran over here. Or hero, whatever he is. Okay, why are you showing me that? Success. Okay, we got rid of him. For now. He was only injured, but still. That works. An injury is enough for now. Constantinople is defended only by a large fleet. And it is a pretty decent sized fleet. And then you've got the Visigoths with quite a few vessels out here as well. Since we're about to declare war on them, it's a good thing we've got all kinds of reinforcements. Okay, this Hun agent here is not going to be... Well, he's not the level 10 priest that we were dealing with earlier. Let's see if we can get rid of him. There we go. Deceived him. I'm going to need to resettle over here in the Desolate Province and then kind of converge on Constantinople, and then I'll use this army with these 2 fleets to take Thessalonica. Let's kind of check all these newer provinces here. Still waiting to build more food there. Pannonia is good at this point. We're about to have another wheat field and another cattle farm. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the metropolis and the fortified town here. I think we'll be able to support it in this province. It's pretty expensive, but should be money well spent. So if we're spent there, we're about as good as we can get up here for now. I'd like to take care of the Varinians. They've got several stacks there, plus their garrison. We need to retrain that stack entirely. and bring this fleet back around to help so that we can deal with the Varenians. And I've still got plenty of protection. This is not really the world's greatest army here, but it's an army, and it can get in someone's way. Probably ought to go ahead and spend a little time upgrading it. Let's trade out these Equites Prima Gallia for some Sculli Cavalry. Alright, and then we'll upgrade them to more potent infantry soon as well. So we've got Drusus on the way down to help take Constantinople. So let's go ahead and end the turn. We'll upgrade who needs to be upgraded here. Let's see. Yeah, I want to put my governor in Constantinople. So I'm going to take the city, and then we'll put a governor there. The Swabians have declared war on the Franks. I'm going to decline to enter this war because I don't care. I'm more worried about fighting the Swabians than I am the Franks, so I'm going to decline and break the alliance. It's going to continue to make me less than trustworthy. I could double cross the Swabians, but I don't know if that'd make the Franks, or the Franks. But then I don't know if that'll make the Swabians any more interested in being my friend. Most likely not. The Alamans are just getting all kinds of wrapped up by the Huns. The Huns, though, won't dare attack me. They know better. And they'd have to work their way through the Swabians to get to me on the other side. And I could always move my armies to pace them. So I'm not currently concerned about what the Huns are up to. They can wreak havoc all over the Alamans or whoever else they want to. Okay, a hostile scout made a successful assassination attempt.
We hunger for battle.
Didn't make me replace a general, so I don't know what was really going on there. Okay, let's get Drusus. We can march all the way up to the border with the Gepids at this point.
Ready for battle. At your command.
Those two armies are there and they can protect each other. Let's move this army this way.
At your command.
And let's use it to resettle here.
Take this settlement for Rome.
And I'll move up and help protect them with this other army here. So let's go ahead and start rebuilding that. Alright, on the next turn we're going to get to go ahead and lay siege to Constantinople. We're going to have to siege it for a while. I do want to go ahead and take care of Thessalonica if I can get all my troops into position. I kind of need this fleet to be there, so I might siege Thessalonica on the next turn as well.
Ready for orders. Blocked. We cannot pass.
We're going to run a risk of this province
How can I serve?
rebelling on us.
That soul is away to the afterlife.
Do I have... trying to think if I have an agent, a priest in Macedonia. I don't see one. So I've got 1, let's see, 2, 3. Was that one of my priests that's died or got assassinated? Because it seems like I'm short a priest right now. No, all 4 of my priests are here. Let's go into the forces. Here's 1. There's 2 there.
I live to serve Rome.
And I guess this guy got injured, because it shows him down there. Let's go ahead and take one of these extra priests that is in Thracia, and let's push them over to Macedonia so that we can spread their influence there. And then this army, they can move all the way to Thessalonica in 1 turn, so they're going to be in good shape. All right.
We hunger for battle.
Yeah, we should be able to take out the Gepids with relative ease, and then the let's see if the Swabians, how are they feeling towards me these days? It's deteriorating relationship.
Well, let friend, sit and let your words move me to anger or agreement, as you wish of them.
I have a trade agreement with them, and we also have military access. If we arrange a marriage with the Swabians, this could help secure them on my side pretty much forever. They've got a high king who's 38. Oldest one is... Let's offer this. Really? They're not interested. She's a pretty good wife. I don't know why they wouldn't want this. Doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. So the Swabians are at war with the Franks. What if I join your war against... Now they're starting to get interested. Where are the Angles at? Shall not cross, Verenians. Let's see... I don't know where the Angles are, but let's offer the Jutes. Wow. They might accept this deal. That's a pretty sweet bargain, to be honest. And they still rejected it because the AI is just that smart. I don't like them being that crotchety to me. So I'm just gonna take them out.
Sit, friend, and let us talk.
Start trading with the Sclavinians. I don't have any agreements with the Verenians, and that's probably good because I want to take their province. Visigoths, I'm about to attack. I'm just making sure there's East Roman separatists. Not really interested in dealing with them. Let's go ahead with the cattle herd in Pannonia. Alright, we got a lot of different stuff we can start to get done here. That'll pretty much spend up a pretty good portion of our money. So let's go ahead and end the turn.
How can I assist you?
Want to get down to assassinate, so we should be able to get it on the next level up. It's looking pretty good. I need to get the Balkans taken care of pretty quickly here so that I can transfer a couple of armies and just go ahead and wipe out the Suebi. They're no longer trustworthy. I've got one in the north, and if I can maybe transfer 2 others, that would pretty much get the job done. And then I can keep plenty of armies on attention to take care of the Huns. I'm thinking about putting on a mod that lets me make as many armies as I need, but I'm pretty sure that would also apply to the AI, and that would probably get pretty crazy. I wish the Huns would just group up and start attacking me to make things interesting. They certainly won't. They've got 6 stacks, and they act like one of my cities is a bridge too far for their 6 stacks. So they just hang back and do nothing, all sitting around in the same province. Now, you know, if that was you playing as the Huns, the penalties you'd have for having all of those stacks in one province would be extreme. Just to show you what the AI can get away with there. Please, I dare you. It's about time, and Attila's here, actually. Even if they win this, I welcome it. So they've brought 4 stacks, and they've come and sieged me. But they've only sieged me. They haven't made any other moves there. So let's see what I can send to assist. I'll try and get Attila's stack stuck there with a spy or something, and we'll see if we can single him out in a night battle or something. Gepid agent coming up here to screw with me. He's going after Drusus, it looks like, and he got himself killed. So for the memory of Sextus. Then they're going to send a spy up here to be a jerk. They can do whatever they want, but they are going to lose Constantinople. I'm not sure how they got it in the first place. That's kind of a joke. The rest of their fleet just took off running. That makes a lot of sense. You see your final settlement about to be assaulted, and you turn tail and run as fast as possible. Leaving your own women, children, and citizens there to die. So very noble of them, those Gepids. Okay, so the Huns have sieged Ivavum, or whatever it is. Critical failure there. Gepid agent succeeded in being a crotch up here, but that's about it. Nothing to actually be worried about. I'm going to fortify here. These guys are going to end up taking winter attrition because the snow's still up here. So I'm going to go ahead and throw them into fortifications. We'll wait through one more turn because I want to have time to actually take Constantinople. So the Huns have kind of pinned me up here. I can send reinforcements over. Plus I get the large... Well, it may not even be that big of a garrison. No, it's a big garrison. So I get the garrison. Okay, I saw the garrison. You can get off my screen now. Thank you. They've only got 2 heavy onager. I do not have any heavy onager. Let's see what else they're packing out here. A couple more heavy onager. And I've got this reinforcing army here. It's got a lot of Foederati javelin men. They're sieging me. I have holdout time for quite a while. So let's take our time here. Attila is actually somewhat stranded here. If I hinder his army, We could end up stalling him, yep, into a really nice position. I'm going to sabotage this army, reduces ammunition and damages all units. We failed, but that's okay. We'll keep trying.
Bringing destruction and chaos.
Okay, I'm going to really make sure that Attila gets jacked up here. Ruin provisions. And then when the snow lifts, because so like right now he's suffering attrition. We can let him suffer a little more attrition, and when the snow lifts, we can come in with some reinforcing armies here and put a pretty heavy beating on him. I'm actually thinking about coming over here. I mean, they could try and march around me, but trying to get through Mediolanum will not be easy. I'm going to go ahead and bring these troops over here. And I'm going to... I'm going to disband 2 crossbows and 2 infantrymen. Oops. Disband them, and I'm going to replace them with the heavy onager. Large onager, I should say. And then that army will be in a good position to help us push back the Huns as well. So, yeah, we'll be fine at this point. This would be a pretty decent army to help out with all that too. And since the Huns are concentrated, yes, we have plenty of armies to push their way. And I'm just going to chill out in a few of these. Yeah, I don't want to take snow attrition. I'm just going to get all my fleets up here ready to get the Visigoths. So all my fleets are ready. Let's take out some of these Gepid agents. Or fail to take out the Gepid agents, one of the two. Let's see if we can get this one. Wow, this guy's got some movement range right here. I like it. Alright, we at least wounded the priest. We can deploy this guy in the province, so it's going to really help boost. What's the fertility here? Fertility's poor. Let's go with the... I still think in the end I'll end up with more food from the wheat field. But maybe not. Let's roll with the cattle herd for now. We've got quite a bit of food coming in from that olive press. So that's nice. Let's see. Alright. Yeah, I do think that we could likely end a turn as long as we've completed what we need to in these provinces. Let's go with the cattle herd. Wheat field. Starting to rack up more food, so we can go ahead and upgrade that. And let's go ahead and upgrade to the herbs. And that's a pretty decent chunk of our money spent there. But we have a little more work we can do. Let's go ahead and start building the reservoir. Okay. And we still have yet a little more money, so let's hit the cattle herd and the wheat farm there. Okay.
Ready for battle.
Got a general who has gained rank. Yeah, I'm just going to throw stuff on here. I don't even feel like looking at this a whole lot here, because I'm just lazy like that. Okay. I want to end this turn and see what happens with the Huns. I'll have enough supplies in that settlement for a pretty decent while. I need to march over and get ready to start taking provinces from the Egyptians as well. I only have one army that I can spare down there, but we could train a fleet down that way to assist that army. And that would probably be enough to get the job done. Because I'd like to take the Nile Valley, at least. If we can take the Nile Valley in the Middle East there, I think we'll pretty much have the campaign wrapped up in terms of having reconquered all the Roman lands. So we're getting fairly close to the end of all this. Here comes the Huns and their forever long turn-ins. Those Sassanids are eating a lot of snow attrition there. Did the Huns have more than one stack here that's about to attack me? They sure do. I am fortified, which is going to give me a decent chance to defend here. And I get all this cavalry for reinforcement. The Huns are all cavalry. So I'm going to go ahead and fight this. This looks like it's going to end the episode here. This is a bit risky here. We could lose this. I have enough troops around, though, to right this wrong if we need to. Yeah, the only thing I hate about the Roman forts is they give you too many places to guard on the entrance. It's really quite frustrating. But there's mostly horse archers here. So, and we also have the arrow towers that are going to help us a lot. Like a whole lot. We could deploy... Okay, so actually stakes and caltrops are going to be pretty helpful potentially here. Depending on which way the Huns are going to come from. And I do not know which way they're going to come from. We just have to remember, and I never seem to be good at it, but we have to absolutely remember to not take my men across these traps. Okay, so we got caltrops laid. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then 4 over there. So our 2 open entrances are there. So let's take a look. I'm gonna put my elite Palatina to guard the entrances that have the spike traps and stuff, because they are weaker versus cavalry due to their lower hit points. There we go. So we got the elite Palatina there. Got this onager that could potentially be helpful also. Leave it there in the town center. Have a couple of spike traps over here. We're not going to be able to guard every entrance with 2 infantry. That's unfortunate. But we can transfer infantry to where we need it. Just going to block off every entrance. Let's keep our general out here towards the center of the camp so he can be safe. And just keep my other cavalry here for now. And I'll take my elite Ballistari to wherever I need them. Here's my other onager. Okay. I'm going to actually go into a... Well, I'm actually not going to go into mobile Testudo. I mean, Testudo gives me better protection against missiles, but it does nothing for me against cavalry because it'll just break up on impact. So I'm going to go into shield wall instead. Just going to kind of make sure we have archers or Ballistari to strategically support just about anywhere that needed it. We're going to get reinforcements, which is good, but I kind of want to hold my reinforcements towards the back of the map when they come on.
Inside the city. Our gods would never forgive us. Good news! Additional forces have arrived.
Okay, that is good news.
So we stand.
I'm going to turn to face the incoming Hun chieftain over here, and like I said, I'm going to just kind of let my reinforcements hover at the back of the map for a moment. I'm going to actually take all my Ballistari off fire at will, but I am going to go ahead and switch them to flaming. I'll pick targets as I see appropriate targets, like right here. Okay, these guys are going to hit those spike traps, and it's going to blunt their charge, fortunately. I'm going to use my elite Ballistari over here where there's a lot of Hunnic horse archers. I think the AI managed to come across several of my spike trapped areas. Let's move that elite Ballistari over here as well. The reason I'm going to be patient with my cav reinforcements is because I need to use them appropriately. Okay, my infantry is holding out well. The spike traps and stuff did pretty effectively block the enemy. Let's bring these two Jav Cav over here. Got noble steppe cataphracts. I'm kind of likely to kill a bunch of my own men, but I'm going to see what happens when I try and javelin the steppe chieftain here. I've got an Equites Prima Gallia to bring over here for reinforcements as well. Alright, my javelin's tossing into the enemy general. He is getting beat up a little, but I'm also losing infantry relatively quick over here. We're wrecking quite a few of the horse archers. I'm going to use the... How is that even happening over there? That's a little bit confusing. The noble steppe cataphracts pulled through me over here, I think. I'm going to keep my general safe. The horse archers are trying to get him. And they very well can. This unit over here is not in Testudo. That's unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move up this cavalry a little bit. Let's put my elite Ballistari up here. My general continues to take fire. I don't really know where to get to in order to make him safe. That's unfortunate. Okay, horse archers are just absolutely wrecking me over here. So the horse archers are going to be a problem. And my Ballistari... Oh, wow, they broke through me right here, and I didn't even notice it. That's brilliant. That's not good. Okay, we're going to need all of our Skola cavalry up here as quick as we can get it here. Okay, let's try and keep some of my... We've got to keep my general alive too, preferably. So many horse archers. There's a spike trap right there, so we can't go through right there. The caltrops over here appear to be gone, though. Actually, let's go this way. Okay, the Huns are swooping in. They are attacking my general.
The enemy has killed our general.
That was quick. I've got one more Comez unit that's just kind of sitting out here. I'm going to let him. Hoping we can win this here.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
I don't know if we can win this or not, because the Huns still have a lot of horse archers. I didn't actually want my Maori and Equites to get engaged by these horse archers. My Scola Palatina are kind of all bunched up here, and that's bad for me because the Hunnic horse archers are just going to fire away, and they're going to get a ton of kills. So we need to get in there and put some pressure on the horse archers. I don't see any caltrops here anymore. I'm just going to ignore that Hunnic horse archer that's attacking me in the back and get over here and see if we can help start cleaning up Huns. The Huns are starting to waver en masse, so we may get lucky here. We are. The Huns are going to break. So that was fortunate. They definitely broke into my fort because I didn't have spears to help protect it. But we managed to beat them back, so it was an ugly victory, but it was a victory. We lost my general. He pretty much lost his whole army. But we can train up another general relatively quick and get things started again while pushing the Huns back with pretty terrible losses there. They lost most of their men deployed. They'll get away with quite a few horse archers, but I've still got that cavalry army. And we're going to have a few men left here. I'm going to take on their warriors. The Visigoths have some men standing around here too that came off their transport ships. That's annoying, because if I declare war on them now, they're going to be behind my lines when I want to go focus on Constantinople. So I may wait just a turn or two to take Thessalonica. We'll see what happens. Hope you all enjoyed this episode. I'll see you all back in the next one. It looks like we're going to have another giant battle versus the Huns, where I'm going to get to hold out against many, many stacks in a defense. Their onagers definitely going to be my biggest concern here. But if we can get to their onager, we should be able to kill a huge number of these Huns. I've got tons of elite infantry, and I've got tons of other infantry just to soak up that. I've got Sagittari to help shoot down horse archers. I've got crossbows to help shoot down horse archers. So we've got a lot of stuff. I'll see you all in the next episode.